I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul.
Everybody, welcome back to Testamina Learning Links, your link to learning. I'm Mrs. Hanson, and I'm a CCLC tutor with the Loft Boys and Girls Club. So today we're going to be learning about 2x1 and 3x1 digit multiplication. If you're following along at home, grab a piece of paper, a pencil, or a whiteboard so you can write the problem down with me and make sure that you're following along and doing it on your page as well. You're going to learn it a lot better if you're able to actually do it rather than just watch it. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to start with just some random numbers because we're just focusing on the procedure today. So let's just do 53 times 4. So I'm going to set up my problem. Make sure you're doing it on your page as well. Okay, so now before we even start solving anything, I want to make sure that everything's set up correctly because this is going to ensure that we get the right answer. So we can see that our digits in our ones column and our ones place, they're lined up accordingly. And then our numbers in our tens place are lined up as well. Obviously, there's only one number in the tens place, but we want to just make sure that it's lined up nice and neat before we start actually calculating. Okay, so the procedure for multiplication, we're always going to be going up and then over. So let's get started. I'm going to be drawing some arrows here to give you a visual guideline for that like up and over part. If you want to draw the arrows, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. So we're going to be multiplying up. 4 times 3 is going to be 12. So we can also say 3 times 4 is 12. That's going to be the same answer, obviously, but I like to say it in the order that we're actually going, and we're going up, so I say 4 times 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to take the number that's in my ones place of that answer and put it in the ones place here. So my 2 is going here, and then the number that is in the tens place for that answer, that's going to go, you guessed it, in the tens place as well. So there is my 12. One's a little funny. Okay, so now we're going to go over. Ignore that one that we just put there for now. Don't erase it, obviously, but just ignore it because we want to focus just on our multiplication first, and then we'll do our regrouping second. So 4 times 5, that's going to be 20. And then I will add this one back in. I'm not multiplying it. I'm adding it just like you would do if you were regrouping with addition as well. So 4 times 5 is 20. Adding that one, that's going to be 21. So now I don't have any other digits that I'm working with, so I'm going to write that answer down here. And that's going to be my final answer. So the product, the answer to a multiplication problem, the product of 53 times 4 is going to be 212. Okay, so we're going to do one more problem, but first I want to stop and say our easy peasy math fact for the day. So this is going, once you guys answer this by the end of the week, you will be entered for a weekly prize drawing. So our easy peasy math fact for the day is a word problem. So Mr. Heyman, he was making cookies earlier. Mr. Heyman made 6 cookies. Myself, because I love cookies, and the 5th grade teacher, Mr. Mills, both of us ate a cookie. So there was 2 cookies gone, and Mr. Heyman made 6. How many cookies were left over? Give us the answer, and you'll be entered into our weekly drawing. Okay, let's get started with our second problem. Okay, so next, we're going to do a 3-digit problem. Okay, so let's do 314 times 5. And make sure, once again, you're writing this down at home as well. Okay, 314 times 5. And even though we have an extra digit here, you see that we added a digit in our hundreds column, we're going to be doing the same exact procedure. Okay, so we're going to start by going up and multiplying. 5 times 4 is going to be 20. I take that number that's in my ones place for that number, and I put it in my ones column here, and I'm going to carry the number that is in my tens place to the tens column here. Then I'm going to be going over, and I'm going to be multiplying again. So now we have 5 times 1 is going to be 5, and then we're adding that 2. Remember, you're not multiplying it, you're just adding it. So 5 times 1 is 5, and then we add 2, which is going to be 7. And I'm going to write that answer right here, making sure it's still lined up with that tens column. Okay, now we're going to go over one more time, and I'm going to multiply, and I have 5 times 3. And before I say that, actually really quick, you'll notice that we didn't have to regroup anything for that last one, that it just wasn't big enough. It wasn't over 10, or 10 or over, so we didn't need to regroup anything. So you'll notice that there's no number here on the top. So for this digit, we just won't add anything at the end, but still the same exact procedure. So 5 times 3 is going to be 15, and I'm going to write that answer down here. Okay, so the product to this problem, 314 times 5, is going to be 1,570, but you'll notice that I'm missing something in my answer, and that's my comma. So remember, we always have to put that in our answer just to make sure that it's written correctly. I even know some teachers that might mark you down if you have no commas, even if you have the right answer still. So we're going to count. We're going to start from our ones place, and we're going to count over 3 places. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put it right here. And this, of course, would be my ones period, and this would be my hundreds period. Okay, so, or my thousands period. Whoops, sorry, my thousands period. Okay. So that is our answer, 1,570. That's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, please let us know. But other than that, have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching Testamina Learning Links. Bye, guys.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my